Look, Campbell, thanks for joining us today. I wanted to start, we're obviously talking a lot about high performance mindset and sort of that's kind of achieving that for your goals and things. So what does a successful, healthy mindset look like?
Yeah, look, there's a lot that goes into that, Storm. Whether I've been working on the sports field or in leadership consulting or professional dance or even military. It's really being able to go into your performance domain and be able to be yourself. And I know that's really a slightly different way to describe it than you might hear in other places. But if you can go in, if you can know yourself, know your strengths, know why you're there, know what you're trying to do, be okay with yourself, whether it comes off or whether it doesn't, know what good looks like for you, then you can know yourself. Then you can go into any performance situation, you can be yourself. And you have to be yourself because that's when you're going to let your best faculties flow. And I find that high performers in any area will relate to that when you're really being your authentic self, that's actually when you're at your best. And then, but we're all human. So there's times when we'll go away from that. That might be a function of, something coming up for us under performance that's difficult. It might be in a relationship or some other aspect of life that sent us off track with really being our best self. So it's know yourself, be yourself, and then get back to yourself as well when you've gone off track. And I think if you can do those things over and over again with a solid process and a solid recipe, then for me, that's a high performance mindset. And we can break that down into different component parts of how you do that. But I find that's something that whether you're in your own business, holding a meeting that's really important, whether you're, hiring staff or dealing with a staff issue, when you're a high performance coach going into a difficult situation, you've got to be able to trust yourself to be your best. And that's often when we can bring our best, if that makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So with that, then I guess for some people, it can take quite a while for them to start to really understand themselves and knowing those kind of things. Is there any certain techniques that can kind of help with understanding yourself and where you sort of sit within those strengths and weaknesses?
Yeah, look, I'd say that's probably the part that can sit behind it. And, you can go to town on that, frankly, and do that for a really long time. And it always does pay dividends. But where the rubber hit the road is in being present and being in the moment with things as they are. I think that's the real skill. And we hear that, don't we, a lot, whether it's from the well-being side or from the performance side. You might have heard that, Storm, a lot more athletes talking about how they bring their mindfulness practice to bear into being able to be immersed in the present, even in the white hot pressure of the Olympic arena, for example, recently. So if there's a skill, it's being able to immerse yourself in the present. But as we know, just be present, just sort of be in the present. As a small business owner, that's not so easy, is it? So there's some recipe parts behind that will allow you to do that. But if in doubt, show up right now as best you can. And that's really your go-to. And that alone can get you quite far, to be honest.